Now, you were in some ways, admissions as the athletic director of West Virginia. So any tips for our young producer, Sean Mraz, here as he takes the SAT?
Well, he's focused. I like that. I like the fact he's using pencil because there's a lot of erasering going on, if that's such a word. And I think he's doing pretty well. He would probably get into my alma mater. Right?
Okay.
If they let me in, then I'm sure they'd let Mraz in.
In a shocking turn of events. On a math, you got a 580.
Okay.
On reading comprehension, you got a 210.
Okay.
But on the essay, you got a 340, which means you nailed an 1110 on the SAT. You got the 1100.
And where's the 100 for writing my name?
I use the scale at prepscholar.com. It's kind of a sliding scale that you use with weighted scores. It took me quite a while. I mean, the science behind scoring this thing is actually pretty difficult. But if you look, I did all of this math on here. I mean, I'm grading all of this. It's ridiculous. I mean, I've got notes about where and when you did use the right citations, improper grammar, all of these things. But, buddy, I'm so proud of you. I can't believe how well you scored. I have to say, I think without Miss Murtaugh, it's an extra 150 points lower. And I think without that essay specifically, it's another 50 points lower. I think the essay and the proctor added 200 points to this. I think you were probably at low 900s, so you would have went over anyway in my estimation.
But you know what? Every championship needs a little luck.
There's no question.
See, but you're laughing, and this is why.
Because you need to establish that before the test is taken.
And I'll tell you this.
I'm sorry that DA didn't know how to follow directions. I'll apologize for him since he won't.
Here's what I think. Had I graded this the way that you want me to grade it?
No, not the way. Don't spin it that way. Stop presenting like this is me being a sore loser. This is me telling you did it wrong. Factually did it wrong.
Had I graded this the way that I did it last night and came back with a 930, you would not be saying you scored it wrong. You just accept the 930.
If you scored it correctly, I wouldn't have an argument. Exactly.
No.
I'm just saying, had I added the essay and it came out to be a bad grade, you'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
Well, because
it wouldn't be about...
Great point, DA.
No, okay, a good point, fine, but because it wouldn't have piqued my interest that his score was high. If you came to me and said he got an 850, I would have not given it a second thought because it would have fit in what I expected him to do because I took the under on 800 in our bet earlier this week. So when he got 1110, I went, and then I looked at the website to see about grading, and it says you don't count the essay, and you counted the essay.
Can I just say one thing? Because, Bogus, I'm actually not denying what you're saying. What I'm saying is this process doesn't seem to make any sense that there would be a separate SAT grade for a essay that you would then put up.
Feel free to argue against colleges then. That's not for today either.
I think there's got to be out there a listener that works in college admissions. There has to be. We're on all over.
Has to be.
And let us know, do you grade an essay, even if it's next week? We need to have the answer to this. Do you ask for people's SATs and go, well, the score was this, but at least they took the essay? Because this seems so out of whack that's the system now.
Also, I will admit, I think 1110's inflated, and I said all the reasons why. I think that this was a mini SAT. I could see the grades going down as I went through this and checked it. Had there been 150 questions instead of 75 questions, it would have been lower. Had he not had a singular tutor holding his hand, it would have been lower. Had I not happenstance given him an essay that he really liked, because who knew that he liked Pure Darkness, and this was the study on Pure Darkness, he would have gotten lower. Do I believe he's an 1110 student? I do not. If he took this in high school, would he get an 1110? Absolutely not. I believe he's more like a 930, a 950, a 960. I believe he's in the mid-9s. It just so happened, on this day, the 07 Giants beat the 07 Patriots, and we don't take away that title.
Yes,
thank
you. You don't.
How are you doing this right now?
No, because he's right.
How are you missing the point?
He's a 9-7 team. He just happened to win the championship.
I got hot at the right time.
But guess what? He's David Tyree that didn't make the catch.
Go get him, Bogus.
He's somebody covering Plaxico Burress. You're talking about, you're arguing hypotheticals here when they're not hypotheticals. The fact is, you added his score correctly. You failed your math portion of yesterday's SAT. However, whatever number you gave him for that writing part does not get put on top of the math and the reading score to give you one score.
That's
whether
right.
whether Sean's argument about whether it's valid or not for the college admissions process, that's a whole separate thing. It's plain and simple. And everyone's yelling at me for being frustrated because the two of you are just ignoring something that can't be ignored. You added incorrectly. You just did.
I didn't add incorrectly. I might have added essay points.
Stop talking about might. You
The math
did it,
wasn't incorrect.
You did it wrong.
No, I added correctly. I want my work is shown here. It is correct. What I might have done is added more points than he deserved.
Stop saying might. You had 3 numbers that you put together to get one score,
Yes.
and that's not how you do it.
I thought I read that's how you do it.
But it's not.
I thought I read
That's
it.
not how you do it.
PrepScholar.com told me. I thought there was three numbers. It was
Hey,
very confusing.
PrepScholar.com said it. I would also say there is a groundswell in the newsroom of Twitter who people now think for 8 years I have been putting on a show, and people think I might actually be the smartest one
Oh,
here.
no, see, that was
And I've
one
done this and
tweet
got by. No,
from Mike Biseglia,
now
and
I'm
that was
building up
sarcastic.
tweets that people think that I am this smart.
Well, that's clearly wrong.
Maybe I am.
I have 8 years of evidence otherwise.
4,000 drops that say it.
You got that at collegepreptutor.com?
We have 14 and a half minutes of a Year of the Buffoon montage that would claim otherwise. If you have graded SATs, please let us know, does the essay count towards the final total score?
Why are you asking people this question? I have sent you the link from the people that prep you for the SAT
Folks.
that show you. No.
Folks, I'm writing sports minutes. I'm doing target demo. I haven't had a chance to look at your link.
Okay. The link solves your question, answers your question. Our good friend Joe D solves your question.
Okay. All right. I will check out this link. I promise.
It's not a guess. You might do something wrong. You did something wrong.
Okay.
Wrong.
Okay.
Thanks, Pete.
I don't know how I have been dragged into the fire.
Because it was your math. You messed it up. You put yourself into it by doing it wrong.
Great job, Bogus.
How did I drag myself into
Focus,
it?
you ruined our entire XFL preview series segment.
Oh, my apologies to Oliver Luck II.
Guardians all the way.